Hi, Tony DeWitt here, Missouri appellate attorney and a guy who likes to make the law make sense on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about credibility. I'll have more on that in just a moment. I recently saw a question on Quora that essentially asked, do you think I will be more credible testifying if I talk about how many minutes the abuse lasted at the hands of my attacker? And I'm always skeptical, I should say, of people who want to sort of gild the lily on their credibility. They want to be more credible. If you are telling the truth, you're credible. There are so many issues with body language and things. Neuro-linguistic programming tells people a lot about whether you're telling the truth or not. And then there are micro-expressions that indicate whether or not you're telling the truth. And you're not aware of any of those when you're testifying, right? You're just up there testifying, and if you're lying, a lot of times it's going to come through whether you boost your credibility or not. One of the things that this question sort of said to me was, well, it will make me seem more credible if I talk about how many minutes it lasted. Well, that assumes that before you started to get beaten up, you said, hey, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:19. Gosh, I guess I better take note of how long this guy is going to punch me in the head. Oh, okay, I'm finished having my head punched in. Now it's 10:25. Oh, okay, so it lasted, 6 minutes. A jury is going to look at that, and if you say, well, the abuse lasted 6 minutes, the next question that the attorney is going to ask is, how do you know it lasted 6 minutes? Well, I looked at my watch before and after. The jury is going to look at you and think, yeah, not really. I don't think you did that. I just don't. And you have to realize that jurors are pretty good at sniffing out people who are just trying to make themselves look more credible instead of just focusing on telling the truth. That's what you need to do when you get on the stand. If you get on the witness stand and you're there to tell the truth, then just tell the truth. Yes, no, and I don't know are all good answers. If the prosecutor or the defense attorney comes back later and says, how do you know that it was that red car? Say, well, I happen to have a pretty good memory, and that was the car that I saw. Well, did you see the license plate? No, I didn't. Did you see the front of the car? No, I just saw it from the side. You may wind up being impeached with what you didn't see, but it doesn't mean that you're not telling the truth. But if you get caught in a situation where you're saying, yeah, I looked at my watch and I happen to know that I was abused for a total of 6 minutes, a jury looks at that and says, that's just not credible. That's just not smart. And so, again, that's why I say, if you focus on telling the truth, you may be subject to a little bit of impeachment and cross-examination, but if you stick with the truth and tell the truth, and if you say, look, I don't know how this thing happened or how that thing happened, all I can tell you is what I saw, all I can tell you is what I remember, and this is what I saw and this is what I remember, then for the most part you're going to come off as credible in front of the jury. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you, have a marvelous day, and I will catch you on here next time.